I never thought I'd actually use it. 10 years of planning. 10 years of Amanda rolling her eyes every time another pallet of freeze-dried meals arrived. 10 years of her friends making jokes at dinner parties about my zombie bunker, while sipping wine that cost more than a month's worth of canned goods. But here we are, day 365. The morning it started, I was in a meeting about quarterly projections. My phone buzzed. Amanda. She never called during work hours. Turn on the news. Her voice had that edge. The one she used when something was actually wrong, not just annoying. I pulled up a stream on my laptop. The conference room had gone quiet. Everyone was looking at their phones. CDC emergency broadcast. Something about a pathogen. Recommendations to stay indoors. The anchor's voice kept cracking. Behind her, someone was screaming. The feed cut to Atlanta. Street cameras. I watched a woman in a business suit tackle a jogger, and the angle was wrong to see details. But the jogger stopped moving pretty quick. Then he got up. His leg was dragging. He shouldn't have been able to stand. My boss was still talking about market share. I grabbed my jacket and left. Traffic was already building. People had the same idea. Get home, get family, get somewhere safe. I called Amanda. Pack the bags, the green duffel and the black roller case, nothing else. Brian, what? Just do it. I'm coming home now. We have maybe 2 hours. She knew which bags. We'd practiced this. She'd humored me through the drills, the supply checks, the routes memorized. I could hear her breathing change over the phone. Okay, I'm doing it. The drive home took 40 minutes, usually 15. I watched a guy run a red light and T-bone a minivan. Nobody stopped. I kept driving. Our house looked normal. Sprinklers going on the Hendersons' lawn across the street. Mail truck 2 blocks down. Amanda had the bags by the door. Her face was pale, but her hands were steady. Is this real? Yeah. We loaded the truck. I'd kept the tank full, always. Another thing she'd teased me about. The bunker was 90 miles northwest. Private land, middle of nowhere. I'd bought the property 8 years ago using money from an inheritance my uncle left me. Told Amanda it was a hunting cabin investment. It was not a hunting cabin. Man, we were on the highway when the radio station started going offline. One by one. Pop music cut to static. Talk radio went dead mid-sentence. Emergency broadcasts looped the same message about staying calm and awaiting instructions. Amanda kept looking at her phone. No signal, she said. Towers are probably overloaded. My sister, she's in Sacramento. I know. We can't. She was quiet for a long time after that. We passed a pile-up near the state line, on cars just abandoned in the road, doors open. One guy was slumped over his steering wheel. As we went by, his head turned. His eyes were wrong, clouded over. He started clawing at the window. Amanda made a sound in her throat. Don't look, I said. The turnoff to the property was unmarked, just a dirt road that looked like a fire access path. I'd maintained it enough to be passable, but not enough to look used. The gate was where I'd left it, chain and padlock. I got out and unlocked it, but the air smelled like pine and dust. Normal. Everything was normal out here. The bunker entrance was another half-mile in, built into a hillside, reinforced concrete covered with 2 feet of soil and vegetation, solar panels disguised as part of the natural slope. You could walk right past it. I punched in the code. The door was heavy, blast-rated steel. It opened smooth. I'd oiled the hinges 3 months ago during my last maintenance check. Amanda stood at the entrance, looking down into the lit corridor. How long have you been building this? A while. How long, Brian? 8 years. She looked at me like she was seeing someone new. Not sure if she liked him. We unloaded the truck. I drove it another mile down the road and left it in a ravine. Covered it with branches and brush. Walked back. The door sealed with a heavy clunk. Hydraulic locks engaged. We were inside. The main living area was about 800 square feet. LED lights running on the solar battery system. Water tanks with a recirculation and filtration setup that could run indefinitely. The CEA grow room humming behind its sealed door. Rows of lettuce and tomatoes and beans under purple grow lights. I'd built sleeping quarters, a bathroom with a composting toilet and shower. Storage rooms packed with supplies, ammunition, medical gear, tools. Amanda walked through it all without speaking. She touched the wall in the bedroom. Real wood paneling. I'd wanted it to feel less like a tomb. You built all this, she said. Most of it. Hired contractors for the concrete work, told them it was a storm shelter. Did you ever plan to tell me? I'm telling you now. She sat on the bed. We had real mattresses, good sheets. I'd thought about comfort, about what it would be like to live here. My sister, she said again. I know. That first night, we didn't sleep. We sat in the main room watching the CCTV feeds. I had 4 cameras positioned around the property, hidden. They showed the woods, the access road, the entrance area. Nothing moved except wind in the trees. Around midnight, Amanda finally crashed. I covered her with a blanket and kept watching the screens. Day 2, we established routines. I showed her the systems, how to monitor the solar batteries, how to check the water filtration, the air circulation pumps, the grow room schedules. Anna, she was good with the plants. Better than me. She'd had a garden before, above, in the world that was ending. We rationed our news consumption. I had a radio setup that could pull in distant signals. Most of it was screaming. Emergency broadcasts that repeated and then stopped. By day 4, we weren't getting anything from the major cities. Small towns lasted longer. We heard a sheriff in Montana organizing a defense. A priest in Vermont describing refugees flooding into a church. A trucker in Kansas who'd barricaded himself in his cab. Then static. The CCTV showed us what was happening above. Day 7, we saw our first infected. He wandered into frame on the northern camera. Just walking, no purpose. His shirt was torn, dark stains down the front. Amanda grabbed my arm. He walked right past the camera, kept going, disappeared into the trees. They're here, she whispered. They don't know we're here. More came, over the weeks. Sometimes alone, sometimes in groups. They seemed to follow sound, movement. One time a deer ran across the access road and 6 of them gave chase. They were fast when they wanted to be, faster than I'd expected. We watched them tear the deer apart. Amanda stopped eating meat after that. We had protein powder, beans. It was fine. The grow room became her project. She optimized the light cycles, adjusted nutrients. We had lettuce, cherry tomatoes, green beans, herbs. She started a potato bin. I maintained the systems, fixed a leak in the water tank, replaced an air filter, checked the weapons. We had a lot of weapons. Nights were the hardest. The bunker was quiet. Just the hum of the circulation fans, the soft buzz of the grow lights. We'd lie in bed, and I could feel Amanda not sleeping next to me. Tell me something good, she'd say. So I would. I'd tell her about the tomatoes coming in, about the solar batteries at full charge, about the air quality readings being perfect. Small things, good things, things that meant we were alive. Months passed. We fell into rhythms. Wake at 7, check systems, tend the plants, meals at regular times, exercise routines in the main room. Reading. We had books. Lots of books. Amanda started talking less. I'd find her just standing in front of the CCTV screens, watching the dead walk through our forest. "What are you thinking?" I asked once. "I'm trying to remember their faces from before." "What?" "The infected. I'm trying to imagine what they looked like when they were people." I didn't know what to say to that. Day 180, something changed. I was running a diagnostic on the water system when Amanda called me to the monitors. "Look." The southern camera. Someone was out there, not infected, moving deliberately, carrying something. A living person. He was young, maybe early 20s. Rifle slung over his shoulder, backpack. He was checking the tree line. Cautious. "Should we?" Amanda started. "No. Brian, he's alive. So are we. We're staying that way." He camped about a quarter mile from the entrance. We watched him set up a small tent, start a fire. The smoke drifted through the camera frame. That night, infected came. They smelled the smoke, maybe. Or heard him moving around. Didn't matter. 6 of them shambled into his camp. We watched him fight. He was good, efficient, shots to the head. He took down 4 before his rifle jammed. The last 2 got close. He used a knife. It was ugly, desperate. He was screaming. We couldn't hear it, but we could see his mouth open. He won. Stood there in the firelight, surrounded by bodies. Then he vomited. Amanda was crying. "We have to help him." "No. Brian, we don't know him. We don't know if he's bitten. We don't know what he wants. He's alone." "So are we." He left in the morning. We watched him pack up and move north. Amanda didn't speak to me for 2 days. Day 220, and the batteries started showing irregular discharge patterns. Nothing critical, but wrong. I spent a week diagnosing. One of the solar panels had damage. Bird strike maybe, or hail. The efficiency was down 18%. We had redundancy, but it bothered me. First major system issue. I could fix it. I had spare panels in storage, but I'd have to go outside. "Absolutely not," Amanda said. "It's fine. I'll be quick. You designed this place to keep us alive, and now you want to go out there? The panel needs replacing. We have enough power. For now." We argued, actual raised voices. First real fight in months. She won. I didn't go outside. Day 275, we heard something new on the radio. A signal. Weak. Someone broadcasting from somewhere south. They claimed to have a safe zone. Fort Redding. Military presence. Hundreds of survivors. Amanda's face when she heard it. "We could go," she said. "Sir, it's probably bullshit." "What if it's not?" "Then it's a trap." "You don't know that. I know we're safe here." The broadcast repeated every 6 hours. "Join us. Safety in numbers. Coordinates provided." Amanda started timing her days around it. She'd sit by the radio and listen, take notes, map the location. "It's 400 miles, she said. "Might as well be 4,000. "Other people made it?" "Other people are probably dead." She looked at me with something like hate. In day 310, I woke up and Amanda wasn't in bed. Found her in the storage room. She'd pulled out gear, backpack, supplies, weapons. "What are you doing?" "I'm leaving." My chest went cold. "Amanda, I can't do this anymore. I can't just exist in a hole in the ground." "You'll die out there. Maybe. Or maybe I'll find people. Real people, a real life. This is real." This is a tomb. We stood there, all the supplies I'd gathered, all the planning. And she wanted to leave. "Thus, I'm going to Fort Redding," she said. "You can come with me or you can stay here." I thought about it. Really thought about it. The bunker had everything we needed: food, water, power. We could live here for years, decades maybe. But Amanda was right. We weren't living. We were just not dying. "I need to think about it," I said. She nodded. Didn't push. Day 320, I made my decision. We'd go. But we'd do it smart. Recon first. Take the truck from the ravine. Scout the route. And if it looked bad, we'd come back. I spent days planning routes, fuel caches, fallback positions. Amanda helped. We worked together for the first time in months. It felt good. Day 340, we did a test run, just to the truck. I unsealed the door. The hydraulics hissed. Cold air rushed in. It smelled different. Outside, I'd forgotten. We moved quick. I had a pistol. Amanda had a rifle. We'd practiced with them. Down here, shooting at targets, different when the targets might shoot back. When the forest was quiet. Dead leaves, no birds. That was wrong. There should have been birds. And the truck was where I'd left it. Battery dead. I'd expected that. I had a backup in the bunker. Movement to our left. 2 infected. They were just standing there, swaying. They turned when we moved. "Walk steady," I whispered. "Don't run." They started coming. That shuffling walk. Mouths open. We made it back to the entrance. They followed and got within 20 feet before we were inside and the door was sealing. We watched them on the CCTV. They pawed at the hillside where the door was. No understanding, just movement. Eventually, they wandered off. Amanda was shaking. "Okay," she said. "Okay, we need more practice." Day 355, the radio signal from Fort Redding stopped, mid-broadcast, just gone. Amanda kept trying to find it, scanning frequencies. Nothing. "Could be atmospheric interference," I said. She didn't answer. Day 361, I was checking the air filtration when I heard Amanda scream. I ran to the monitors. The southern camera. People, lots of people. Not infected. A group, maybe 20 of them. Armed, moving in formation, military maybe, or organized survivors. They were headed straight for us. "They know," Amanda said. "They can't." But they did. The leader was pointing, right at the hillside, right at the entrance. My hidden bunker, my secret, not secret anymore. One of them had a radio. I could see him talking into it. I switched on our external audio pickup. Hadn't used it in months. Signatures indicate occupied shelter. Repeat, heat signatures confirm occupation. Thermal imaging. Fuck. The solar panels. The exhaust vents. We had a heat signature. "Brian," Amanda said, "what do we do?" They were setting up outside, making camp, not leaving. I watched their leader. Older guy, scar across his face. He looked at the hillside like he could see through it. "As we wait," I said. "For what?" "To see what they want." That night, they knocked. Not on the door. They didn't know where the door was. They knocked on the hillside. Rhythmic, patient. Then a voice through a loudspeaker. "We know you're in there. We're not here to hurt you. We need to talk." Amanda looked at me. "Don't," I said. "Brian, there's 20 of them. We're fortified. They can't get in." "Can't they?" She had a point. I'd designed the door to keep out infected, not military-grade breaching equipment. The voice came again. "My name is Lieutenant Garrett, U.S. Army. We're moving survivors to a secure location. We have vehicles, supplies. You'll be safer with us. It's the military, Amanda said. Brian, they're here to help. Maybe. I watched the screens. Their camp was professional. Sentries posted, weapons maintained. They looked legitimate. But something felt wrong. Day 362, they're still out there. I haven't slept. Amanda dozed off around 0400, but I can't. I keep watching the monitors. They're not doing anything, just waiting. That's what bothers me. They're patient. The lieutenant spoke to us 3 more times through the loudspeaker. Same message. Come with us. Safe zone. Army protection. I scanned radio frequencies. Found their comms. They're encrypted, but I caught fragments. Secondary site. Supplies should last. Orders are clear. Orders. Someone's giving them orders. Amanda woke up and made coffee from our stores. Real coffee. We'd been rationing it. Special occasions only. This feels like a special occasion, she said. We drank it watching 20 armed people camp on our lawn. What if they're telling the truth? Amanda asked. What if they're not? We can't stay in here forever. We've made it a year. Barely. And you know the power situation. You know the panel needs fixing. She was right. I'd been putting it off. But eventually, I'd have to go outside. And when I did, they'd be there. Let me think, I said. Day 363. I made contact, used the external speaker system, told them I wanted to talk, just talk. Lieutenant Garrett came to the hillside alone. Hands visible, no weapon drawn, smart, non-threatening. Can you hear me? He asked. Yeah. Good, good. Listen, I know this is scary. I know you've survived a long time on your own. You should be proud of that. But the world is changing. We're establishing safe zones. Real communities. You don't have to do this alone anymore. Where's the safe zone? Colorado. NORAD complex. We've secured it. Power, food, medical facilities. Over 3,000 survivors already there. Why are you out here? Recruitment. We're gathering everyone we can. Rebuilding. It sounded good. Too good. How'd you find us? He hesitated. Just a second. Satellite thermal imaging. We're scanning all known prepper locations. You're not the first bunker we found. What happened to the others? They came with us. Most of them. Most? What about the ones who didn't? Another hesitation. Some people prefer to stay isolated. That's their choice. We don't force anyone. Amanda was listening. I could see her face. She wanted to believe him. I need time, I said. You have 24 hours. Then we move on. We have a schedule to keep. Understood. He walked back to his camp, and I watched him on the monitors. He spoke to his second in command. I couldn't hear it, but I could read lips a little. Won't come. Protocol Alpha. Protocol Alpha. That didn't sound friendly. I spent the day checking our defenses. The door could take small arms fire, maybe light explosives. But if they had military-grade breaching charges, we were in trouble. The ventilation shafts, possible entry points. I'd designed them too small for a person, but someone could drop gas or explosives. Amanda was packing. What are you doing? Getting ready, in case we go. We're not going. Brian, something's wrong with him. I can feel it. You feel wrong about everything. That stung because it was true. 24 hours, she said. Then I'm opening that door, with or without you. Day 364, 1,400 hours, 10 hours left on the deadline. I caught another radio fragment. Confirm non-compliance protocol. No witnesses. No witnesses. I grabbed Amanda. They're going to kill us. What? If we don't go with them, listen. I played back the recording. She listened. Her face changed. Maybe you misheard. Amanda. Maybe it means something else. She wanted to believe so badly. Wanted there to be good people. A safe place. A future. I wanted that too. But wanting doesn't make it real. We're not opening that door, I said. 1,800 hours. 6 hours left. The lieutenant came back to the hillside. Have you made your decision? I didn't answer. Sir, I need to be clear about something. We can't leave loose ends. Information security, you understand? If you're not with us, you're a liability. There it was. Honest, at least. You're going to kill us, I said. I'm going to follow orders. Those orders are to bring you in, by choice or by force. And if we resist? Silence. 20 minutes, he said. Then we breach. He walked away. His people started gearing up. Breaching equipment, charges. They'd done this before. Amanda was pale. What do we do? I looked at the monitors. 20 trained soldiers, us, a bunker that was about to become a coffin. We run. What? The emergency exit, north tunnel. I'd built it as a fail-safe. Separate entrance, hidden. Came out half a mile away in a drainage culvert. That leads outside, with them, with the infected. Yeah. Brian, well, we don't know what's out there. I know what's in here if we stay. 10 minutes. I grabbed our go bags. Weapons, supplies, everything we could carry. The north tunnel was narrow. We had to crouch. LED strips lit the way. I could hear Amanda breathing hard behind me. Behind us, a dull thump. They were breaching the main door. We moved faster. The tunnel sloped up. I could smell soil, earth. We were close. The exit was a grate, disguised as a drainage cover. I pushed it open. Cold air, and darkness. We were outside. I could hear shouting from the direction of the bunker. They were inside, finding it empty. Move, I whispered. We ran. Through the forest, no path, just trees and darkness. Behind us, lights. Flashlights. They were coming. Amanda stumbled. I caught her. Kept moving. Gunfire. They were shooting blind, trying to flush us out. We made it to a ravine, slid down, hid under a fallen tree. Footsteps above. Voices. Then the tracks head north. Split up. Find them. We waited. Didn't breathe. Didn't move. They passed. An hour. 2. The forest went quiet. Amanda was shaking, not from cold. We left everything, she whispered. We're alive. For how long? I didn't have an answer. Day 365. Today. Right now. We're in a barn. Abandoned. About 15 miles from the bunker. Took us all night to get here. Amanda's asleep in the loft. Exhausted. I'm keeping watch. And I can see the road from the loft window. Empty. For now, we have weapons, some food, water for maybe 3 days. No bunker, no safety, no plan. The thing I spent 10 years building. Gone. Compromised. Those soldiers are probably stripping it right now, taking everything. Amanda was right. It was a tomb. Just took me a year to figure it out. Outside I can hear them. The infected, shuffling, moaning. The sounds I only heard through speakers for a year. Now it's real. Immediate. Close. I check my pistol. 17 rounds. I have 2 more magazines. Amanda has the rifle. 30 rounds total. Not enough. Never enough. But we're out. We're free. Free to die out here, maybe. But free. I watch the sunrise through the barn slats. First sunrise I've seen in a year. It's beautiful. The world ended. But it's still here, still spinning, still making sunlight. Amanda stirs in the loft. Brian? Yeah. What now? I think about Fort Redding, the dead signal, about the lieutenant and his Protocol Alpha, about 3,000 survivors in Colorado. Real? Fake? Does it matter? We head west, I say, away from them, find somewhere else. Another bunker? No, no more hiding. She climbs down, looks out the window with me. I'm sorry, she says, about wanting to leave. If I hadn't, you were right. We couldn't stay. But now we figure it out. A sound outside. We both freeze, shuffling, multiple sources, and I look through a crack in the barn wall. 5 infected, moving past, headed somewhere, following something. We wait until they're gone. We should move, I whisper. Where? Away from here. That's a start. We pack our bags, check weapons. Amanda finds some old rope. Could be useful. The barn door creaks when we open it. Too loud. We both wince. Nothing moves outside. We slip out, head toward the tree line. I take one last look back at the barn. Shelter for a night. That's all we get now. One night at a time. The forest is thick, good cover, bad visibility, trade-offs everywhere. We move quiet. Years of watching the infected on monitors, learning their patterns, how they react to sound, to movement. Now we're in it, the real classroom. 2 miles in, we find a stream, fresh water. Amanda fills our bottles while I watch the perimeter. Brian, look. She's pointing at the stream bed. Footprints, fresh, boot treads. Someone came through here recently. I'm not infected. People. I kneel down, examine the tracks. Multiple people. Headed east, toward the bunker maybe. More soldiers? Amanda asks. Don't know. Different boot pattern. We follow the stream north, away from the tracks, away from anyone. The forest changes. Less pine, more deciduous. The leaves are turning, fall colors. I'd forgotten about seasons. Amanda picks up a red leaf, looks at it like she's never seen one. It's October, she says. I'd lost track. Days blurred together underground. But yeah, October. A year and change since everything fell apart. We find a hunting stand around noon. Elevated platform in a tree. Someone's old deer blind. Good vantage point. We climb up. From here we can see a clearing, an old logging road, and smoke in the distance. Fire, Amanda says. Yeah. Could be survivors. Could be soldiers. Could be someone who needs help. She wants to check. I can see it in her face. Same look she had when we watched that young guy fight the infected. We're not going over there, I said. What if it's... Amanda, no. She's quiet for a while. Then, when did you become afraid of people? When people started being the bigger threat. We can't do this alone. We've been alone for a year. Exactly. A year in a hole. And look where it got us. She's right again. I hate that she's right. Let me scout it, I say. You stay here. No. We go together. We climb down, circle through the woods, approach the smoke from downwind. It's a campfire. Small, controlled. One person sitting next to it. A woman. Maybe 40. Dark hair, dirty clothes. She's roasting something over the flames. Looks like rabbit. No visible weapons. But that doesn't mean anything. We watch for 20 minutes. She doesn't move much, just tends the fire. Eats. stares into the flames. She looks alone, looks tired. Amanda starts to stand. I pull her back down. Wait. For what? Just wait. Another 10 minutes. The woman finishes eating, kicks dirt over the fire, gathers her stuff. She's leaving. Amanda makes the decision for both of us. Hello, she calls out. The woman spins, faster than she looked capable of. Knife in her hand, low stance, trained. We're not infected, Amanda says, hands visible. We're looking for people. The woman doesn't lower the knife. How many? 2. Just 2? Where's the other? I stand up, hands visible like Amanda. Here. The woman looks at us, calculating, deciding if we're worth the risk. You have supplies? She asks. Some. Weapons? Yeah. Military? No, civilians. We had bunker, had to leave. Something in her face changes. Had to leave? Army guys. Said they were army. Tried to force us to go with them. She lowers the knife. Just a little. Which way were they headed? Don't know. We ran. She nods. It's like she's heard this before. They're rounding people up. Anyone with skills, supplies, resources, taking them to a compound. Colorado? Amanda asks. NORAD? The woman laughs. Bitter. That's what they tell you. No. They're taking people to work camps, slave labor, building their little kingdom. My stomach drops. How do you know? Because I escaped from one. 3 weeks ago. She sits back down, knife still in hand but not pointed at us. They got me near Denver. My group. Promised safety, food, medical care, all bullshit. They take your stuff, put you to work. If you resist, they shoot you. Jesus, Amanda whispers. I got out during a transfer. Been moving west since. Where are you going? I ask. Anywhere that's not there. We stand there, 3 survivors, 3 stories, 1 dead world. You can travel with us, Amanda says, if you want. The woman looks at her, then at me. You seem soft, both of you. That'll get you killed. We're alive so far. So far. But she doesn't leave. She just sits there. I take it as a yes. Her name is Patricia. Used to be a paramedic. Denver General. When things fell apart, she tried to help. Set up a triage center, kept people alive as long as she could. Then the army came. Real army at first. Then deserters wearing army gear. Then just gangs with guns calling themselves army. Hard to tell the difference after a while. We walk together, 3 instead of 2. It feels strange. Having someone else. Trusting someone else. Patricia knows how to move quiet, how to read terrain. She's been out here longer than we were in the bunker. You're lucky you got out, she says. Most bunker people I've seen, they come out soft, unprepared, dead within a week. We're not dead yet, Amanda says. Yet. But she smiles a little when she says it. We make camp that night in a cave. Shallow but dry. Patricia shows us how to mask our heat signature using thermal blankets and rock formations. They have drones, she says. Thermal imaging. How you think they found your bunker? I hadn't thought about drones. Stupid. Of course they have drones. We eat cold food. No fire. Patricia shares her dried rabbit. It's gamey, but protein is protein. Where are you headed? She asks. West, I say. West is big. Anywhere away from them? Smart. They control most of the I-25 corridor now, and then they're expanding. What about other groups? Amanda asks. Other survivors? Some. Small communities. Most don't last. Infected get them, or raiders, or the army. So, what's the point? Amanda's voice is small. Patricia looks at her. Point is, you're alive. Right now. That's the only point there is. We sleep in shifts. Patricia takes first watch. I take second. Amanda third. During my shift, I hear them. The infected. Somewhere in the dark, that wet, rattling moan. Patricia wakes instantly, hand on her knife. How many? She whispers. Can't tell. Maybe a dozen. They'll pass. Don't move. We wait. The sounds get closer, then fade, heading somewhere else. When they're gone, Patricia looks at me. You did good, staying quiet. Had a year of practice. Bunker life. Yeah, but out here it's different. Out here your mistakes kill you instant. Thanks for the pep talk. She almost smiles again. Morning comes cold and gray. We pack up. Patricia wants to head northwest. Says there might be a settlement near the old ski resorts. Might, I say. Better than nothing. We move out. The terrain gets rougher. Hills, rocky outcrops. My legs burn. A year of flat bunker floors didn't prepare me for this. Amanda's struggling too. But she doesn't complain. Just keeps moving. Patricia moves like she was born out here. Around midday, we hear engines. We drop. Find cover behind rocks. Vehicles on the logging road below. Military trucks. 3 of them. Moving slow, searching. Looking for you? Patricia whispers. Maybe. We watch them pass. Soldiers in the truck beds, armed, alert. They're taking this seriously. We're not just escapees. We're something else. What did I have in that bunker that they want so bad? Then I remember. The hard drives. Technical schematics, water purification designs, CEA growing systems, solar setups, medical databases. 10 years of prepper knowledge. All digitized, and all documented. They don't want us. They want what we know. We need to keep moving, I say. We put distance between us and the road, head higher into the hills. The air gets thinner, colder. By evening, we're above the tree line, exposed, but we can see anyone coming. Patricia finds a rock formation that provides some windbreak. We huddle together. Can't stay here long, she says. Too exposed. One night, I say. One night. Then we need to find real shelter. The sunset is incredible. Red and gold across the mountains. Beautiful and terrible. The world ending in gorgeous colors. Amanda cries quietly. I pretend not to notice. Night falls fast at this altitude. The temperature drops. We share body heat under the thermal blankets. Stars come out. More stars than I've ever seen. No light pollution anymore. Just darkness and stars. My daughter loved stars, Patricia says suddenly. We don't say anything. Waiting, 'cause she was 7. Wanted to be an astronaut. Had glow-in-the-dark stars all over her ceiling. Past tense. Was. She turned, Patricia continues. Early, first week. I didn't know the signs. By the time I figured it out. She stops. Breathes. I couldn't do it. Couldn't kill her. My ex-husband did. While I was getting supplies, came back and she was gone. I'm sorry, Amanda whispers. Me too. We're quiet for a long time. I had a sister, Amanda says. Sacramento. I don't know if she made it. Brian wouldn't let me check. She doesn't say it mean, just factual. You'd both be dead if you tried, Patricia says. Sacramento fell hard, early. Amanda nods, like she knew, like she just needed confirmation. What about you? Patricia asks me. Who'd you lose? Nobody close. My parents were already gone. No siblings, Friends, I guess. Co-workers. Lucky. Maybe. Or maybe having nobody makes it easier to survive. Nothing to lose. Nothing to grieve. We sleep badly. The cold gets through the blankets. I wake up shivering every hour. At dawn, we're stiff and miserable, but alive. We need shelter, real shelter, and soon. We descend back into the tree line. Find a stream. Follow it downhill. The stream leads to a valley. And in the valley, we find something impossible. A farm. Not abandoned, active. I can see greenhouses, solar panels, fencing, and people. Moving between buildings, working. What the hell? Patricia breathes. When we watch from the trees, count 6 people, maybe more inside. They look organized, calm, like the world didn't end. Could be a trap, I say. Could be salvation, Amanda counters. Only one way to find out, Patricia says. She stands up, walks out of the tree line, hands visible. Wait, I start. Too late. Someone at the farm sees her, raises an alarm. People scatter, take positions behind cover. Then a voice, amplified. Stop where you are. Identify yourself. Patricia stops. A chick survivor, looking for shelter. I have 2 people with me. We're not infected. We're not raiders. Silence. They're deciding. Then, send the others out. Slowly. Amanda and I stand, walk out, hands visible. We're completely exposed. If they want to shoot us, we're dead. The voice comes again. Approach the gate, slowly. Any weapons visible, and we fire. We walk toward the farm. It takes forever. Every step expecting bullets. The gate is reinforced. Metal, professional work. Someone comes out, older man, maybe 60. Rifle pointed at us, but finger off the trigger. Turn around, arms out. We comply. He pats us down, finds our weapons. You can have these back if you check out, maybe. He leads us through the gate, into the compound. It's bigger than it looked. Multiple buildings, gardens, livestock, chickens, goats. How is this possible? The man leads us to a main building. Inside, a woman is waiting. Younger, 30s maybe, when she has the look of someone in charge. I'm Rebecca, she says. Welcome to Haven. Assuming you're not here to kill us. We're not, Amanda says quickly. Everyone says that. Then people die. We just need shelter, maybe food. We can work. We have skills. Rebecca looks at us. Really looks. Evaluating. What kind of skills? I had a bunker, I say. Designed and built it. Water systems, solar power, CEA agriculture. Her eyebrow raises. CEA? Controlled environment. Yeah, I grew our own food for a year. Impressive. Why aren't you still there? Army raid. We escaped. The Denver group? You know about them? Everyone knows about them. They've hit 3 communities near here. Took people, resources. We're on their list. How are you still standing? She smiles. Not friendly. We're prepared, and we're mean when we need to be. She looks at Patricia. You. Medical background? Paramedic, Denver General. We could use that. Our medic died last month. Appendicitis. I'm sorry. So are we. You. She looks at Amanda. What can you do? Amanda hesitates. I can garden. I'm good with plants. And I can shoot. Everyone can shoot. Can you hit what you aim at? Usually. Rebecca considers, then nods. Okay. Trial basis. You work, you stay. You cause problems, you leave. Or worse. Understood, I say. Gary will show you the quarantine area. You'll stay there for 3 days. Make sure you're not infected. No bites, no fever. After that, we'll see. We're led to a small building at the edge of the compound. Basically a shed. But it has cots, blankets, a bucket for waste. Luxury compared to last night. The door locks from the outside. 3 days, Gary says. Someone will bring food and water. Don't try to leave. He locks us in. We're in a new prison, better than infected, better than soldiers. But still a prison. Patricia examines the door, the walls, looking for weaknesses. So, force of habit, she says. Think they're legit? Amanda asks. Won't know for 3 days. We wait. What else can we do? Food comes twice a day. Simple but good. Soup, bread, water. Nobody talks to us. Just slides the food through a slot and leaves. On day 2, we hear gunfire. Distant, but sustained. A fight. We press against the walls. Try to hear. Can't make out details. It goes on for an hour, then stops. Later, Gary comes by. What happened? I ask through the door. Raiders. How we handled it. Anyone hurt? 3 of them dead. None of us. We're good at this. He walks away. Day 3 comes. The door unlocks. Rebecca is there, with Gary and 2 others, armed. You check out, she says. No infection, no fever, congratulations. We step out into sunlight. Real sunlight. Fresh air. Welcome to Haven, Rebecca says. Let me show you around. The tour is impressive. They have 23 people, mostly families, some singles. Everyone works. Everyone contributes. The greenhouses are sophisticated, not as advanced as my CEA setup, but effective. They grow year-round. The livestock provides protein, eggs, milk. They have a well, solar power, backup generators, and defenses. Real defenses, walls, watch towers, overlapping fields of fire. We've been here since month 2, Rebecca explains. Started with 5 people, built from there. How do you avoid the army? I ask. Location. We're remote, and we don't broadcast. No radios, no signals. We're invisible. Fort Reading broadcast, Amanda says. We heard it. Rebecca's face darkens. Fort Reading was a trap, army setup. They broadcast to draw people in, probably grabbed you if you went there. We almost did, Amanda admits. Lucky you didn't. She shows us the barracks. Communal sleeping. No privacy but safe. You'll bunk here. Brian, we'll put you on system maintenance. Amanda, gardens. Patricia, medical station. We're being integrated, given purpose, given community. It feels wrong. Too good. What's the catch? I ask. Rebecca stops, looks at me. Catch is you pull your weight. Catch is you fight when raiders come. Catch is you accept that this might all fall apart tomorrow and we'll have to run. That's it? That's it? We're not building a civilization here. We're just trying not to die. Day by day. Honest, I can respect that. We settle in. The work is hard but purposeful. I help optimize their solar array. Improve water filtration efficiency. Share what I learned from the bunker. Amanda thrives in the gardens. The other growers love her. She knows things they don't. Techniques. Timing. Patricia sets up a proper medical station. Trains people in basic first aid. Saves a kid who broke his arm falling from a ladder. Weeks pass. We become part of the community. But I can't shake the feeling. This won't last. Nothing does. Day 43 at Haven. I'm on watch in the North Tower. Dawn. Cold. And quiet. Then I see them. Vehicles on the access road. 3 trucks. Military pattern. The same ones that passed us in the hills. They found us. I ring the alarm bell. The compound explodes into action. Rebecca is beside me in seconds. How many? 3 trucks, maybe 30 soldiers. Shit. Can we fight them? She looks at the approaching vehicles, at our defenses, at our people. We can try. The trucks stop outside effective rifle range. Smart. The loudspeaker comes on. Attention, Haven. This is Lieutenant Garrett, U.S. Army. We're here to offer transport to a secure government facility. This is not a raid. This is an evacuation. Same speech, same lies. Rebecca grabs our PA system. We're not interested. Leave us alone. Silence. Then, I'm afraid that's not an option. We have orders to secure all viable survivors and resources. You can cooperate, or we can do this the hard way. The hard way, then. Rebecca cuts the PA. Looks at me. You know them? Same group that hit my bunker. What do they want? Everything. People, skills, resources. They're building something, and they need labor. She nods, grimly. Everyone to positions. The community moves like they've drilled for this. Because they have. People scatter to fighting positions. Weapons ready, the soldiers don't advance. They wait. Hours pass. Standoff. Then we hear it. Engines. Behind us. More trucks. Pincer movement. Meant they flanked us while we watched the front. God damn it, Rebecca snarls. We're surrounded. The PA crackles again. Last chance. Surrender peacefully. We don't want bloodshed. Rebecca looks at me, at the people, at everything we've built. If we surrender, what happens? Work camps, Patricia says. Slavery, maybe death. And if we fight, definitely death. But free. Amanda is next to me. She takes my hand. What do we do? She asks. I think about the bunker, about running, as about fighting, about all the choices that led here. Then I realize there's a third option. Rebecca, I say, do you have emergency tunnels, escape routes? She looks at me, understanding dawning. Yeah, 2 of them. Exit half a mile out. Then we don't fight. We disappear. The PA is demanding an answer. The soldiers are moving into position. Rebecca makes the call. Everyone to evacuation protocol, now. The community moves. Practiced, quick. They've prepared for this. Us, we gather essentials, food, water, weapons, medical supplies, leave everything else, the buildings, the gardens, the life we built. The tunnels are narrow, dark. We move single file. 23 people plus us 3. Behind us, I hear the soldiers breaching the compound, shouting. They think we're hiding inside. We keep moving. The tunnel exits in a culvert, disguised. We emerge into forest. Rebecca does a head count. Everyone made it. Now what? Someone asks. Now we move, Rebecca says. We knew this might happen. We have backup locations, caches. We'll split into groups, regroup later. The community divides. Some go north, some west. Some stay with Rebecca. Amanda, Patricia, and I stick with Rebecca's group. 10 of us total. We move fast. Put distance between us and Haven. Behind us, smoke rises. They're burning it. Everything we built. Amanda doesn't look back. Neither do I. We've done this before. We travel for 3 days, living rough, avoiding roads, avoiding people. Rebecca leads us to a cabin. Remote. Stocked. Another backup. How many of these do you have? I ask. Enough. We learned from other communities. Never put all your people in one place. Always have an exit. Smart. Paranoid. But smart. We rest at the cabin. Regroup. Plan next moves. Some of the group want to find the others. Reunite the community. Rebecca shuts that down. Too risky. Radios are monitored. Travel is dangerous. We wait. If they survived, they'll find us. If not, we stay at the cabin for a week. It's too small for 10 people. Tensions rise. Arguments break out. Patricia pulls me aside. This won't hold. Too many people, not enough space, not enough resources. What are you suggesting? We leave. You, me, Amanda, move on. That's abandonment. That's survival. I think about it. She's right. This group will fracture. Better to leave before it gets ugly. But Amanda won't go. She's bonded with the others, and especially a woman named Grace, who lost her son. We stay together, Amanda says when I bring it up. Community is how we survive. Community gets you killed, Patricia counters. So does being alone. They stare at each other. Different philosophies, different survival strategies. I'm caught between them, again. Day 6 at the cabin. The choice is made for us. Raiders find us. Not army. Actual raiders, scavengers. 10 or 12, armed, hungry. They surround the cabin at dawn, and no warning, just there. Their leader calls out, "We know you're in there. We don't want trouble. Just share what you got." And if we don't, Rebecca yells back, then we take it anyway. Negotiations through cabin walls, Rebecca trying to reason, the raiders getting impatient. It breaks down fast. Gunfire, windows shatter. We return fire. The firefight is short, brutal, close range. 3 raiders dead, 2 of ours wounded. Gary catches one in the leg, Grace in the shoulder. The raiders pull back, regroup. We have maybe an hour before they attack again. We can't hold here, Rebecca says. We leave. Now. We grab what we can. Grace is in bad shape. Patricia tries to stabilize her, but the bullet's deep. Needs real surgery. We don't have real surgery. We carry her. Take turns. Head deeper into the forest. The raiders follow. We can hear them, tracking us. By nightfall, Grace is delirious. Fever, infection. We make camp in a rocky area, defensible. Patricia examines Grace again, shakes her head. She needs antibiotics, surgery, hospital care. Give her what we have. It won't be enough. Grace dies that night. Quietly, Amanda holds her hand. We bury her shallow. No time for proper. Just rocks to keep animals away. The group is down to 9. Morning brings more bad news. The raiders are close. We can see their campfire. We need to split up, Rebecca says. Smaller groups, harder to track. The group divides again. Rebecca takes 3 people north. 2 others head west. That leaves me, Amanda, and Patricia. Again. Full circle, Patricia mutters. We head south, away from everyone. Back to being alone. The days blur together. Walking, hiding, scavenging, surviving. We find abandoned houses, strip them, food, medicine, anything useful. Most places are empty, either looted already or picked clean by infected. But occasionally, we find stuff. A forgotten basement pantry, a hunting cache, small victories. And we avoid people, soldiers, raiders, other survivors. Everyone's a threat now. Amanda has stopped talking much, just walks. Eats when we tell her, sleeps when we stop. The light in her eyes is dimming. She's giving up, Patricia tells me one night. No, she's not. Look at her. Really look. I do. Patricia's right. Amanda is hollow, going through motions. What do I do? Give her a reason. Hope, purpose, something. But I don't have those things myself. Yet we're in week 3 of wandering when we find the town. Small place. Maybe 1,000 people before. Now it's empty. Streets quiet. Buildings intact but abandoned. We search carefully. Building by building. No infected, no people. Just empty. In the town hall we find records. Evacuation notices. Official government letterhead. Everyone was evacuated. 6 months ago. Moved to secure government facilities. The same line the army used on us. They cleared whole towns, Amanda says. You're reading the notices. Where did they take them? Work camps, Patricia says. Like I said. Or maybe really to safe zones, Amanda argues. Maybe the government really is rebuilding. You want to believe that? Yes. I want to believe something good still exists. We stand in the empty town hall. 3 survivors arguing about hope. I walk outside. Look at the empty streets, the abandoned cars, the quiet. This whole town. Gone. Either dead or enslaved. And we're still out here. Running, hiding, surviving for what? Amanda follows me out. Brian. Yeah, I want to find them. Who? The government. The safe zones. Whatever they're building. I want to see if it's real. It's not. You don't know that. Amanda. A year. We've been running for a year. First in the bunker, then with Rebecca. Now just us. I'm tired of running. So what? We walk into their arms? Hope they're the good guys? Maybe. Or maybe we find out the truth. Either way, oh, we know. Patricia comes out. This is stupid. You'll get caught, end up in a camp. Maybe, Amanda says, but I'd rather know than keep wandering until I die. She looks at me. I'm going. You can come or you can keep running. Your choice. The ultimatum. I look at Patricia. She shrugs. I'm not going. But I won't stop you. So that's it. We split. Amanda and I east. Toward civilization. Toward the army. Toward whatever they're building. Patricia west. Alone. Free. And we divide our supplies. Fair. Even though I know Patricia needs more. Good luck, she says. You too. She walks away. Doesn't look back. Amanda and I watch her go. Then we turn east. Toward whatever comes next. The walk takes days. We follow old highways. Abandoned. Overgrown. Signs of military presence increase. Roadblocks. Checkpoints. All empty now, but recently used. We're getting close to something. Day 4, we see it. In the distance. Walls. Massive concrete walls. Guard towers, lights, a city, fortified, occupied. There, Amanda breathes. We approach carefully. Watch from a distance. Supply trucks coming and going, patrols, organization. It's real, some kind of settlement. Big. We go in? Amanda asks. Not yet. We watch, learn. We spend 2 days observing. The gates open 3 times a day. Trucks enter, some exit. People sometimes. Workers maybe, in and out. Armed guards everywhere, but not aggressive. Just present. Looks normal, Amanda says. Maybe. Or maybe well-disguised slavery. Day 3 of watching. A work crew comes out. Heading to a nearby building, salvage operation. They're guarded but not chained. Moving freely, talking, even laughing. That's new. They don't look like slaves, Amanda observes. Looks can be misleading. But I'm doubting now. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is different. We decide. We approach. Walk up to the gate during supply arrival. Hands visible. No weapons drawn. And the guards react instantly. Rifles up. Commands to stop. We comply. We're survivors, I call out. Looking for shelter, safety. A guard approaches. Wary. From where? Bunker near the foothills. Then communities. Been moving for months. Alone? Just us 2. Husband and wife. He studies us. Radios someone. We wait. This is it. Either we're walking into safety or doom. Someone comes from inside. A woman. Officer's uniform. She looks us over. No names? Brian and Amanda. Skills? Engineering, systems design, agriculture. Her eyebrow raises. We'll need to verify and quarantine. Standard protocol. We understand. She nods to the guards. They lower weapons. Welcome to New Denver. The gates open. We walk through. Into something new. Something we haven't seen in over a year. Order, structure, people living together without constant fear. It might be real. It might be a trap. But we're here now. Committed. The quarantine is familiar. Small room, observation, medical checks. But it's professional. The doctor is actual medical staff, not just someone with first aid training. They test us. Blood work, x-rays, making sure we're healthy. 3 days later, we're cleared. An administrator meets with us, reviews our skills, assigns housing, work details. You'll be in residential block C, she says. Brian, you're assigned to infrastructure maintenance. Amanda, agricultural division. Report times are on your tablets. She hands us devices, actually functioning tablets, connected to their network. You're free to move about. Most areas are accessible. Restricted zones are marked. Break rules, you lose privileges. Serious violations, you're expelled. That's it? I ask. That's it. We're rebuilding civilization here. Everyone works. Everyone contributes. You pull your weight, you're welcome. We're shown to our unit. Small apartment. 2 rooms. Real bed. Running water. Electricity. Amanda starts crying. It's real, she sobs. It's actually real. Maybe. I still don't trust it. But I'm too tired to run anymore. The work is legitimate. I maintain power systems, solar arrays, water treatment. The infrastructure is impressive, well-designed, sustainable. People are actually, okay, stressed, tired, but not beaten, not enslaved. Amanda flourishes in the agricultural sector. They have massive greenhouses, advanced systems. She fits right in. We make something like a life. Eat in communal halls, attend briefings, learn the rules. New Denver has 50,000 people, built from survivors. Multiple communities merged. Government oversight, but not tyranny. It's not perfect. There are rules, restrictions, work quotas. But it's stable. Safe. The infected are kept outside the walls. Patrols handle outbreaks. It works. I should feel relieved. Amanda does. She's happy. First time in a year. But I can't shake the feeling. Waiting for the other shoe to drop. Week 3. I'm called to an administrative meeting. The woman from intake is there. And others. Engineers. Planners. Brian, we've reviewed your background. Your bunker design. Very impressive. Thanks. We'd like your help with a project. Expansion plans. New facilities outside the main complex. They show me schematics. Ambitious. Multiple sites. Self-sufficient modules. You want me to design bunkers? Safe houses. Backup sites. We're planning for long-term stability. Redundancy. It makes sense. Smart planning. I can do that. Good. You'll lead a team. Full access to resources. Promotion, recognition, purpose, everything I wanted. So why does it feel wrong? That night, I tell Amanda. She's excited. Brian, this is amazing. They value you, trust you. Yeah. What's wrong? Nothing. Just waiting for the catch. Not everything is a trap. In my experience, it is. She kisses me. Let yourself be happy. Just for a while. I try. The project moves forward. My team is good. Skilled people. We designed 3 new facilities. Remote locations. Full infrastructure. Month 2. The first site breaks ground. I oversee construction. It's rewarding. Building instead of hiding. Contributing instead of hoarding. Amanda is thriving. She's made friends, actual friends, people she trusts. We have movie nights, community events, almost normal. I'm starting to believe. Maybe this is it. Maybe we made it. Month 3. I meet the director. She oversees New Denver, final authority. I've heard about her but never met. Her office is in the central tower, top floor. She's younger than I expected, maybe 40, sharp, intelligent. Brian, good to finally meet you. Your work has been excellent. Thank you. Walk with me. We leave her office, head to the observation deck. From here you can see the whole complex. Walls, buildings, people moving like ants. Impressive, isn't it? She says. Very. We've built something real here, against all odds. You have. She looks at me. But you don't trust it. I can see it in your face. I don't answer. Smart, she continues. Trust should be earned, especially now. So why tell me this? Because I want you to understand. New Denver isn't perfect. We've made hard choices, compromises. But our goal is survival. Real survival. For everyone here. What kind of compromises? She's quiet for a moment. The military units you encountered, the roundups, that was us. My blood goes cold. What? We needed people, skills, resources. The world ended. We couldn't afford to ask nicely. So we took what we needed. You forced people into camps. We integrated people into a functional society. Most adapted. Those who didn't, left. Left? Yes. We don't kill dissenters. We don't enslave. We expel them, and they're free to try the wasteland. I think about Patricia, about Rebecca's community. You destroyed Haven. We acquired Haven's resources and offered its people safety. Most accepted. After you burned everything they built. After they refused to cooperate, yes. She's not even defensive, just matter of fact. Why tell me this? Because you're valuable, and because I think you understand. You built a bunker, hoarded resources, prepared for the worst. You get it. Get what? That survival isn't pretty, that sometimes you take what you need, that the end justifies the means. No. The end doesn't justify the means. How we survive matters. She smiles, sad. Idealism, refreshing, but impractical. She turns to leave. Think about it, Brian. You're comfortable here, safe, building instead of hiding. Is that worth compromising your ideals? She leaves me on the observation deck, looking at the city, the people. Amanda down there somewhere, happy. Worth it? I don't know. That night, I don't tell Amanda about the conversation. She notices I'm quiet but doesn't push. I lie awake thinking, the director's right. I did hoard resources. I did prepare only for me and mine. Is this different? They're doing the same on a larger scale. Taking, consolidating, surviving. But at what cost? The people they forced. The communities they destroyed. Haven. My bunker. How many others? I can't reconcile it. Morning comes. I go to work. Design bunkers for the people who destroyed bunkers. The irony isn't lost on me. Week 4. Amanda comes home excited. They're offering expansion slots. We can get a bigger unit. Maybe even a house in the new section. That's great. Brian, what's wrong? You've been distant. I want to tell her about the director, about the truth. But she's happy, finally happy. Nothing, just tired. She doesn't believe me but lets it go. I make a decision. On that night, I access the admin network. My clearance is high now. Project lead. I dig through records. Acquisition reports, integration statistics. 93 communities taken, thousands of people integrated. Compliance rate, 78%. The other 22% expelled, sent back to the wasteland. Survival rate unknown. I find Haven's file. 23 residents, 19 integrated, 4 expelled. Rebecca and 3 others. I search for their status. Tracking ended at the perimeter. They could be anywhere. Alive, dead. Amanda's voice behind me. What are you looking at? I jump. Close the files. Nothing. Work stuff. She looks at the screen, at me. Brian, what's going on? I could lie. Keep her happy, safe. But I'm tired of lying, I tell her. Everything. The director, the roundups, Haven, Rebecca. She listens, silent. When I finish, she sits down. So, we're living in a place built on forced labor. Yes. And if we leave, we're probably dead. Yes. She's quiet for a long time. What do? I don't know. We sit there, in our comfortable apartment, with electricity and running water and safety, built on other people's suffering. Maybe it's worth it, Amanda says finally. I look at her. Maybe them doing bad things to build this is worth it, if it means civilization survives. You really believe that? I don't know. But I'm tired, Brian. I'm so tired of running, of fighting, of being scared. So we just accept it? What's the alternative? Go back out there? Die? She's got tears in her eyes. I can't do it again. I can't. I hold her. She's shaking. We're trapped. Different than the bunker, but trapped. The next day I go to the director's office. She's waiting like she knew I'd come. Brian, I want out. Out. Me and Amanda, we leave. You let us go. She considers. You're free to leave. We don't keep people prisoner. Just like that? Just like that. But understand, out there is death, infection, starvation, raiders. The military patrols won't help you. You'll be alone. We've been alone before. And you came here. Because alone doesn't work. Not long term. She's right again. Damn her. So what? We stay? Pretend we don't know? You stay. You contribute. You help build something that lasts. That's how you make peace with the means. I can't. Then you leave, and probably die, and accomplish nothing. She stands. Think about Amanda, what she wants, what she needs. She leaves me in her office. I sit there until security asks me to leave. I walk the complex, watch people working, living, kids playing in a courtyard. Kids. I haven't seen kids in months. They're laughing, chasing each other. Normal. This place is giving them that. Safety. Childhood. Is that worth the cost? I find Amanda in the greenhouses. She's teaching someone, showing them pruning techniques, patient, kind. She looks up, sees me, smiles. That smile. I haven't seen it in so long. She's alive here, really alive, not just surviving. Can I take that from her? I walk over. Can we talk? We find a quiet corner. I went to the director, asked to leave. Her face falls. And? She'll let us. No questions. But you were right. Out there is death. Here is life. Complicated, compromised. But life. Amanda takes my hand. What do you want to do? I want to do what's right. I just don't know what that is anymore. Maybe there is no right. Maybe there's just alive or dead. We stand there, in a greenhouse, growing food, being useful. It's not evil. The work we're doing, it's good. The how we got here, that's complicated. If we stay, I say. I can't pretend. I can't just ignore what they did. So don't. Work from inside. Make it better. Can it be better? Maybe. If people like us try. People like us. Survivors with consciences. Maybe that's the answer. Not running, not accepting, but staying and pushing for better. Or maybe that's just rationalization. Making excuses to stay comfortable. I don't know. But I know I can't watch Amanda die again in the wasteland. Okay, I say. We stay. But we do it right. No more forced roundups on my watch. No more destroying communities. You think they'll listen? I think I have leverage now. Skills they need. I can push. She kisses me. Then push. So I do? I go back to the director. I'll stay, on conditions. She raises an eyebrow. Conditions? No more forced acquisitions. You want people, you negotiate. Offer real choice. Share resources instead of taking them. That's idealistic? That's non-negotiable. She studies me. You're willing to leave over this? Take Amanda back to the wasteland? Yes. She doesn't believe me, but she can't be sure. Fine. I'll take it under advisement. Not good enough. I want policy change, documented, approved. You're demanding a lot for someone who almost left. I'm demanding basic ethics. Take it or lose your best infrastructure engineer. We stare at each other. She breaks first. I'll bring it to the council. No promises. Thank you. I leave. Not sure if I won or just delayed the inevitable. But I tried. That's something. Weeks pass, months. The council debates, argues. Some support my proposal, others don't. Meanwhile, I work, build, improve systems. Amanda teaches, grows food, makes friends. We build a life, imperfect, compromised, but ours. Month 6, the council votes. New policy. All future acquisitions must be negotiated. Communities have right of refusal. Existing integrated members can leave if they choose. It's not perfect, but it's progress. The director calls me in. You got your policy change. Happy? It's a start. Don't push your luck, Brian. Noted. She almost smiles. You're a pain in the ass. I've been told. Life continues. New Denver grows. More people come. By choice now, mostly. Some communities still resist. Get destroyed. The policy has exceptions. Loopholes. But it's better than before. I keep pushing. Small changes. Better treatment. More autonomy. Amanda says I'm becoming political. I tell her someone has to. Year 2. We get our house. In the new section, small yard, garden space. Amanda plants tomatoes, like old times. We're building something, not just surviving, actually building. It's not the bunker. It's not isolation. It's compromise, community, complications. But it's life. I think about Patricia sometimes. Wonder if she's alive. Doubt it. I think about Rebecca, the others from Haven, some integrated, some expelled, some dead. Their sacrifice built this. Indirectly. I owe them. We all do. So I keep pushing. Keep demanding better, because that's how we honor them, by making this place worthy of what it cost. Amanda agrees. She mentors kids in the greenhouses, teaches them sustainability, self-reliance, the next generation. Maybe they'll do better than us. I hope so. Because we're building this for them. The kids playing in courtyards, growing up safer than we did. That has to mean something. Has to be worth it. I tell myself that on hard days. When I remember what was taken to build this, Amanda tells me it's okay to be conflicted, to acknowledge the cost while accepting the result. Maybe she's right, or maybe we're just tired. compromised, human. Year 3 approaches. New Denver is stable, growing. Other cities are forming. Communication between settlements, trade routes, civilization rebuilding, slowly, painfully, but real. I'm part of that. We both are. Not heroes, not villains. Just survivors. Making choices. Living with consequences. Building something from the ashes of everything. It's not the story I expected. Not the clean narrative of good versus evil. It's messy, complicated, gray. But it's ours. And for now, that's enough. I look at Amanda in our garden, tending tomatoes, smiling. For now, that's enough. Thanks for watching, guys. I will be back with another story.